Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Scott, and today I'd like to talk to you about how you can use slides effectively. And what I mean by slides are basically PowerPoint slides or Keynote slides. And this relates to how to present well using a computer and projector. So during the course of my presentation today, I will be showing you some PowerPoint slides. So let's get started. Using slides effectively. Now, one of the basic rules of using slides effectively is the rule of 6. And the rule of 6 is something that is actually found in your textbook, and it means that we want to limit the number of lines on a slide to 6, and this is to avoid having too much text. And then we want to have approximately 6 words per line. And the point here is to have bullet points instead of sentences on our slides. Another important principle, moving on to the next slide, is KISS. And KISS just means keep it simple, students. And the KISS principle applies to what we put on our slides and how we animate what's on our slides. It's important to keep it simple. Oftentimes students make a mistake by adding a lot of pictures, a lot of text, or a lot of complicated text, and a lot of animations with words and pictures moving around, and this can be distracting. So it's better to keep it simple. And then another important principle is to be professional. As you can see on this slide, we have a cartoon bird, and that's it's a little bit childish, and unless your topic is cartoon birds, this slide really has no place in a professional presentation. Oftentimes, students are wondering, how many slides do I need? And I think sometimes students really make an error when they add a lot of slides, and they're basically spending their whole time advancing the slides instead of speaking. So as a general rule, I like to think that for a 5-minute presentation, you'll probably need somewhere around 10. So that's about 2 slides per minute. And for the introduction, maybe 2 or 3 slides. For the body, 1 or 2 for each main idea. And the conclusion, 2 or 3 slides. So roughly 10, but somewhere between 8 and 12 slides for a 5-minute presentation is a good idea. And so my advice for students making PowerPoint is that they need to avoid just trying to be cute. We can put pictures and graphics that may be really cute and fun, but they're not appropriate for a presentation. So don't be distracting. Sometimes less is more. If we have too many pictures or too much animation, the audience is going to start looking at the animation or the pictures, and they're going to focus less on listening to your voice. And finally, the focus of your presentation still needs to be on your speaking skills and not on the PowerPoint. PowerPoint or slides, they're just a tool. They really don't make a presentation good, but they can make a presentation bad. So here's an example of a presentation using slides. And notice here we have a title slide, the advantages of presenting with slides, and it's a very simple layout with my name underneath the title. Then there's an outline slide. Notice how on this outline slide there is a repetition of the phrase "a great." Okay, so we have A great visual aid, A great organizing tool, and A great use of technology. When we have this type of repetition, it's easier for the audience to remember the main ideas. And then this is the first slide for main idea 1. Notice how we have simple text, simple diagram with a title at the top. Main idea 2, once again, simple text, simple diagram. And continuing with main idea 2, we have another slide with a bullet point and 2 subpoints with a picture, and then main idea 3. Once again, 3 bullet points following the rule of 6 and a picture. And then there's a review slide. This can come during your conclusion when you want to review the main ideas. And then a slide for the action step. Okay, this is what you're encouraging the audience to do. And then a closing slide that could be used to ask for questions or to thank the audience. And once again, I have the title of the presentation at the top, and then just simply any questions. Now you'll notice in all these slides that the text is very easy to read and simple, and that is applying the rule of KISS, to keep it simple, students. So finally, I have a little bit of advice about how you need to stand during a presentation with PowerPoint slides. Don't stand in front of the screen. Don't look at the screen the whole time. Make sure your computer works before you present. All right, that is some great advice. Well, I hope you're able to apply these principles when you make your own presentation. And I'm Mr. Scott, and I'll see you next time.